Hello, Cougar fans. I'm Dan Gensler, Sports Information Director, standing with University of Sioux Falls head football coach Jed Stugart. The Cougars took a 35-28 defeat at home this afternoon. It's just the fourth loss in some 59 games here at Bob Young Field. Jed, talk about the game and what went right, what went wrong.
Well, you know, Dan, it's funny. I'm sitting here still trying to figure that out because I didn't really feel like we played a real bad game. There was a bunch of really good things that happened, and it just seemed like what it's going to come down to when we see the film is we didn't make the plays when we needed to make them, and we couldn't get them off the field, and we didn't get first downs that we're used to getting. You know, we make explosive plays. I got to give them a lot of credit. They had a great game plan for us, and they stopped our offense. We couldn't get our run game going. And so you have to give them a lot of credit for stopping that, and then we got we got to go see our film. Did we stop ourselves in a lot of cases? So a lot to learn from today, from schematically, but also from a character standpoint of this team, and how do we handle defeat. And the good news is we sit in the car, we sit in the driver's seat still. Mankato stubbed their toe like we did today, and now we're tied again at the top, and so what a blessing, you know, and so what our kids have to deal with is losing to the crosstown rival and giving up the key. And I'm a silver lining guy. I mean, I think there's things that, what did we learn from today? And what we learned is, how do we handle defeat, and how do we learn and bounce back? And then when it's all said and done, last year a loss to Mankato made us wonder if we're going to make the playoffs. This year is a little different. This loss, it's one of those things where it's like, well, it puts us in a situation where we still control our own destiny, and that wasn't the case last year.
Okay, after the game, you talked to the team, you talked about how proud you are of this bunch. It's something you say almost nonstop through the week when you practice, and they always respond to it. You come back with Concordia next week, you hit the road. In some ways, it's always great to play at Bob Young Field, but sometimes it's good to get away, and
Yeah.
So how do you think about this coming week and moving forward now?
Well, I think I'm going to allow them and us as a coaching staff. Yeah, you need a day and the rest of this night, maybe in tomorrow. Let these kids be a little disappointed. I'm not trying to ask them to paint smiles on their faces. It hurts. But I think what I'm proud of is their fight. We may not be proud of some of their plays or missed tackles or things, but their fight's always there. And I wouldn't be proud of them if they didn't have a fight. And that's why I said that I'm proud of them, because they've got to learn that when you're the fifth-ranked team in the country, everybody, and you've never beat a team like Augie's never beat us for a key and bragging rights. They're going to come with everything they got, and they played their tails off. Augustana did, and I thought our kids played their tails off too. But I think it's just back to the drawing board. Monday, this team will be they're a team of resolve. They'll handle adversity, and they will be back to ready to go to work to beat Concordia and get back on track. And I think what we'll do is we'll look at this like a little 3-game season. We need to go 3-0, but we're going to start with being 1-0 next week, and just put it out there. Just say, look, you can let this defeat you again by stewing on it, or you can put it to rest and get back to winning. That's what we're going to do.
I think we'd be a little remiss if we didn't point out that Solomon St Pierre set a school record. He had 2 picks today, 1 a pick 6, his 5th career touchdown. That's also a school record. And so he has 20. And then Drew Jackson makes a big play in the game. You had 2 pick 6. Defense shows up again with a couple defensive scores. Talk about those 2 guys real quick.
Well, it's our defense made plays. That's what I'm saying. We gave up some yards, but we also made plays, and we got 14 points. And Solomon is just fun to watch. Out there, it's almost like if you go to him too much, he's going to end up biting you. And and that's just, he's a playmaker. And Drew, it was fun to see Drew make a play and get in the end zone. And we weren't as explosive offensively today. And so our defense kept us in the game there while we were trying to get our offense rolling. So proud of those guys.
Okay, Jed, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Dan.